Welcome to Holiday, where we sit over homemade challah on Friday afternoons. My name is Tammy Priest, and I'm a Jewish believer in Jesus, and I love to talk about glimpses and intersections between the old and new. I haven't recorded in a bit because of my schedule, but part of the Exodus passage in my Read Through the Bible plan this morning struck me, like it always does, and so I thought I'd just share a quick thought with you as we go into this weekend, especially since mercy has been on the lips of so many of us in recent days. So this is from Exodus 25 as God is giving instructions for the tabernacle. Make a mercy seat of pure gold. Make 2 cherubim out of hammered gold at the ends of the mercy seat. Make 1 cherub on one end and the second cherub on the other. Make the cherubim of one piece with the mercy seat at the 2 ends. The cherubim are to have their wings spread upward, overshadowing the mercy seat with them. The cherubim are to face each other, looking towards the mercy seat. Place the mercy seat on top of the ark and put in the ark the testimony, which I will give you. There above the mercy seat, between the 2 cherubim that are over the ark of the testimony, I will meet with you. So the ark contained the 10 commandments, and the lid had this pair of cherubim spreading their wings over the whole thing. So cherubim are heavenly beings who we always see commissioned to protect holy spaces. And it's between these 2 cherubim that God said he would meet with his people, which logistically speaking meant that God's glory would settle in that place. And even though no one could see his Shekinah glory inside the Holy of Holies, they knew that God was settled right there with them. They knew that even though we are broken and very much unholy, the one who is perfectly holy is determined to dwell among us. And to me, I think that is such a mercy that even though we physically can't stand in his presence because of how we'd be basically overwhelmed to death by his holiness, he didn't want to remain separated from us. And his mercy here is covering the law. He knows the Israelites couldn't keep it perfectly, just like we can't keep it perfectly. And these verses about the mercy seat, always, ever since I came to believe in Jesus, make my brain race ahead to Mary Magdalene, sobbing at the entrance of Jesus's tomb on the morning of the 3rd day. This is in John chapter 20. Mary stood outside the tomb crying. As she wept, she bent over to look into the tomb and saw 2 angels in white seated where Jesus' body had been, one at the head and the other at the foot. They asked her, "Woman, why are you crying?" "They've taken my Lord away," she said, "and I don't know where they have put him." At this, she turned around and saw Jesus standing there, but she did not realize that it was Jesus. "Woman," he said, "why are you crying? Who is it you're looking for?" Thinking he was the gardener, she said, "Sir, if you have carried him away, tell me where you have put him, and I will get him." Jesus said to her, "Mary." She turned around and cried out in Aramaic, "Rabboni," which means teacher. So angels are heavenly beings that announce God's messages, and there inside the empty tomb, 2 of them sat there, one at the end where Jesus's blood flowed from where his crown of thorns had been, and the other at the end where his blood had flowed from his feet. Cherubim are no longer guarding the sacred space of God's mercy, but angels are announcing that God's mercy is alive and breathing. The empty tomb became the seat of all mercy for all people for all time, and the risen Messiah is calling each of us by name, like he did with Mary, waiting for us to simply turn toward him with our tears and with our rejoicing. For God's mercy is new, not only on that resurrection morning, but every single morning. New every morning. Great is his faithfulness So Shabbat Shalom on this holiday.